Here we go. All right, guys, the green flag drops here at Dover Speedway. This is Mike Howerton from Area 51 Alien Factory here with my sidekick and partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Cook. What do you say, Robert?
Yeah, it's looking pretty exciting. I think we're going to get a wreck within the first 10 laps.
Hey, guys.
Scotty.
I'm riding along with Dustin Montgomery at the moment. He started in the back. I thought that'd be an interesting ride.
I'm watching Doug right now. He's getting kind of...
You're blinking a bit, Anthony, just FYI, bud.
Crowded in a little bit.
Oh, we're going to get this thing moving, Doug. Inside, Steve.
Doug's drifting up a little bit.
Like his work.
Just letting those guys go.
Yeah, he went way high, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's just letting the guys go.
Yeah, but Dover's about the long run, fellas. Whoever, Doug letting them go on the inside, anybody that's letting guys just go burn their stuff up, I think is going to pay off if there's a long run here in this race.
I have to agree with you, Mike. These tires wear out pretty quick, especially if you overdrive the car.
Doug, our former Area 51 teammate there in his script kitty car that I painted for him there a while back. Can't miss it on the track. It's a bright yellow with a black hood.
Mr. Nobody.
Self-proclaimed Mr. Nobody. Kyle Myers, who had the most championship points last week in Talladega, he's in 7th place right now. Let's go ride along with him and crank it up.
Holding up your crank it up sign.
Look at everybody. This looking pretty peaceful out here.
Yeah, everybody's in a single file line that I can see at the moment. I'm sure there's going to be some fallbacks coming though. We're at lap 7. We get to lap 10, things are going to slow down.
In a hurry, Kyle.
Coming back. Oh, there's somebody.
There's a
Doug
did it.
Doug took out the 22.
Oh, really? Ooh, somebody hit him. Somebody hit him. Somebody hit him. Ooh, that didn't look good.
And Dustin Montgomery spins out and hits the wall backwards.
All right, well, let's go back.
Sorry, but there was a car low, man. Actually looked like net code, but still I was...
Yeah, you might want to go back and look at it. It looked like you just drove it in there.
No, I didn't drive in there. I've been taking it easy the whole time, man.
Yeah, Doug was letting people go. He wasn't fighting anything here.
We got it up on screen. We want to take a look and see what happened.
Oh, the guy came down a little bit. 22 came down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like 22 was trying to cut him off there at the bottom.
All right, well, I got it up here.
Sorry there, Frank, man. I was 100% in my brakes there.
Yeah, Doug makes his move on the bottom there.
No, you're all right, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, 22 rolled down and hit him.
Tried to avoid
That's
it all,
what I'm going to say.
It's just a racing deal. Doug went down to make the pass, and the 22 just didn't give him any room. I mean, it was just...
I don't even think Doug went down to make a pass. He was just holding his line.
Yeah, he was holding his line.
Yeah.
He was in that line already.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
22 come across into his lane.
Who the 14 and the 8 and the 81? Whoever.
Yeah, but what I'm looking at here, all I'm saying is that there just wasn't much room there to begin with. The 22 starts to rotate a little bit. His front end rotates down. He does come down just a hair, but there just wasn't a whole lot of room. But Doug does
22
22
is in the middle lane going into the corner, and Doug's already in the bottom lane. 22 should have just maintained his position where he was at.
He probably didn't realize he was that close. I was getting on the gas where you usually do. And
well, we're pacing here. It's the first caution. I'm sure it won't be the last.
Hey, I called that one for lap 10. Okay.
Let's head out to the leader now. Is David W. Robertson, as we are pacing here under caution on lap 9 of 110 here at Dover. We just crossed start finish line on the pace lap. It's now lap 10 of 110.
Stephen Aguiar, he's down on the low line, running real slow at the moment. I don't think he was caught up in that, was he?
No, I don't think so. Several people get caught up in there after the fact.
I wonder if he went in and pit.
Too early.
He's back in 23rd for some reason.
He might not like what he saw earlier. Just want to stay back a little further.
Yeah, I made a slight adjustment to the sound there, folks. And this broadcast is brought to you by the Alien Factory Podcast. Check us out each and every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. We kick it off, and we had a heck of a podcast last night. We're going green. Let's go ahead and get back to the live video action here.
Stephen Aguiar pitted for whatever reason, him and a few other guys. And we're back to green flag racing.
Three wide.
3 wide going through turns 1 and 2.
Guy on the outside slowed down, gave him room.
There's still 3 wide there now. Okay, now they're sorting it out. And that's 3 wide up there towards the front. David Robertson's separated there by about 10 or 12 car lengths, and then you got the second, third, and fourth place guys right nose to tail. They were the ones that were like 3 wide back there.
Yeah, it looks like we got a blinker up front there too.
Yeah, and we apologize to everybody for missing the broadcast last week. I was sick. Just now getting my voice back. I'm about 80% of my voice. But yeah, last week I pretty much totally lost my voice. So we postponed that podcast there, or not broadcast, the high strength of field race at Talladega. But we are back here live here at Area 51 broadcast booth here for this Dover race.
Last week, it was pretty mild. They had one caution. I think it went green the rest of the week, so it's been probably pretty boring to televise.
You know, it was a bit early to pit with just 10 laps on your tires or 9 racing laps on your tires, but that's a difference, a big difference when you're out there on the track. 10 laps makes a big difference on your speed, especially after 20 or 30 laps. So 10 lap newer tires may benefit Stephen Aguiar in the long run.
Still playing it easy back there. He's taking one by one here.
Yeah, he's waiting for him to come to him, looks like.
Let's check in on our teammate Scott Austin there in the Area 51 car. He was right there, right behind Doug Bell, but he's letting some guys go as well. That's a smart thing to do here. You see Ricky Udding pushing around him on the bottom there in that custom numbered 43 Pepsi car that Ricky Udding's been driving since I've known him, keeping that same paint job.
I'm blowing up. I gotta get down.
Yeah, Scott Austin is in front of him now.
Doug's getting hot. He said he's got to slow down. He's getting hot.
It looked like Doug Bell's got some engine trouble, overheating, dropping to the bottom of the track.
Yeah, he's going into the pit.
Doug Bell, a favorite here. He's won a lot of races just about every time we're at Dover. There's been weeks where Doug and I split the wins at Dover 50-50, kind of back and forth. But so Doug was a big contender here tonight, and he's out already after that crash there on early in the race on like lap, was it 6, 7, something like that?
9. Okay, this is probably going to go a long run now. Somebody else was involved with that wreck too. A couple other cars pitted.
Scott Austin running 11th place as we kind of leave him and go back a little farther up the pack here. This is Johnny Baldridge's car we're focusing on right now. Let's just go ahead and take a look inside of his cockpit. See what it looks like from his point of view. Your leaders so far tonight: in first place, David W. Robertson; second place, Kyle Myers, which was your top point getter from last week; and then our overall point leader in B Open so far this year, Cody Trelindi, is in third tonight.
And yeah, Stephen Aguiar going underneath of Ricky Udding for 17th position. They almost connected there. And
I think Ricky's tires are giving up on him.
Pass right here on turn number 1. Big 4.
Yeah, I think Ricky Udding's tires are going.
Yeah, I do believe they are.
Yeah, 20-some laps in. It doesn't take long for these tires to start pushing. You start pushing in the corners.
That's right. And Nuno Maya is behind Ricky Udding in 20th position.
Going back up and checking in with the leaders, David W. Robertson and Kyle Myers, they're starting to check out a bit and separate from the rest of the pack.
It looks like Scott Austin is falling back. I'm not sure if he's got engine trouble or what's going on with him.
He's in the same boat as Ricky. I wonder
Ricky's on his underneath side, passing him.
All right, looks like Doug Bell's still in the pits. Jacob Reeves is also in the pits, and also John Windeldorf. They're all three of those cars are in the pits. That's a 20 car, 22 car, and 14 cars still in the pits as of right now. Let's head on back a little ways, check out with some Phase 2 teammates. There's 3 of them running right in a row right here. Dustin Montgomery, Mike Bruno, and Stephen Aguiar all running right together. Let's go check in with them.
They pitted around lap 9 or so, that first caution, so they got a little fresher tires.
Take it back.
You got Ronnie.
Stephen Aguiar just gave position to Ronnie Joyner. Ronnie Joyner now in 16th, and Stephen Aguiar drops back to 17th.
Yep, Ronnie Joyner's inside of a Phase 2 sandwich right there. Moving his way up. Ronnie Joyner, if I remember, my memory serves correct, he's third overall in points this season. Either that or his third last week, I can't remember, but he's doing well for himself this season here in Xfinity Open in iRacing.
Justin pitted early too. He's saving his tires. He's moving up pretty fast here. Check. Yeah, I believe he pitted along with everybody else there. I think.
Are you talking Smith, Justin Smith?
Justin Montgomery.
Justin Montgomery. Dustin?
Dustin, yeah.
Yeah, he had to pit. He had damage from that crash. He fronted out and hit the wall, backed into the inside wall.
Yeah, he pitted.
Now, and you know, Phase 2 collectively, except for Stephen Aguiar, but we got Dustin Montgomery and Mike Bruno. They're working together, working their way up. Kyler Groff right in front of him. Kyler's in 11th, Dustin's in 12th, and Mike Bruno in 13th now. We're heading on up now to around 5th place. There's a battle brewing up there between about 4 cars. They're 2 wide up there with Cody Trelindi and that Ryko car in the mix, getting awfully close there to one another.
Oh, really? That might not have been a bad move, even though he will damage his to pit early here.
There's a whole huge pack right here, guys. I'm talking like we're talking from like 5th place clear back to like 10th or so is all grouped up right here together. This is a heck of a battle. This right here is the group to watch. I got it's up in blimp mode here, looking.
Oh, you got one loose
from the blimp. Looking in on this pack race right here. Everybody together, a lot of passing happening.
Yeah, it was in the pack that you were talking about.
Steven, I'll let you go in 3, dude. You got fresh tires.
Let's go ahead and ride on board with this Ryko machine driven by Cody Trelindi. Let's go ahead and hop into his cockpit and take a look from his point of view.
Is there a challenge for the lead, or is he passing a lap car?
There we go. Now we're in the passenger seat of Cody's car.
Challenge for the lead.
We have a challenge going on up front there, Mike, with Kyle Myers. He was looking to the inside of David Robertson.
Let's go ahead and check that out. Sorry, Cody, buddy, but we are going to leave you and head up to the front of the leaders here. We want to make sure we get and capture any kind of lead change going on here. Kyle Myers driving for Reaper Speed Labs. David W. Robertson is on the Lowline Racing Team. Lowline Racing Team has a driver that's made the Contender Series. That is Dylan Alt. He made it through Road to Pro there last year. Oh, David Robertson scrapes the wall. That is not going to turn out good for his number 46 custom number car.
That gave Kyle Myers a little bit of a gain there on him.
These cars do not like to hit the wall. When you hit the wall, they slow them down.
Yeah, yes, this isn't Darlington.
Oh, Kyle Myers just scraped the wall. Well, now the two lead cars both have a little scrape on the right side.
Now we're looking out the gearbox and the rear bumper of David Robertson's car, and you're staring square in the face of the painted-on headlights there of Kyle Myers' Supra.
Hey, and them hitting the wall has allowed Jonathan Dalrymple to gain position on them, and he is coming up fast.
Robertson just lost the lead.
Robertson looks like he is pushing tight.
He just gave it up to both of them. So we got a new leader in the race, and that leader's it's Kyle Myers is the leader with Jonathan Dalrymple right behind him.
I think that lead is going to be short-lived here.
Yeah, I believe that since he smacked the wall also, Dalrymple will have a good chance of passing him. The wall is not your friend. You must stay off of the wall and away from it.
Like I said, like earlier, it's going to have like one cautions beginning, then its track is known for long runs.
Here we are in the passenger seat or the passenger side of the car here in Jonathan Dalrymple's car as he is closing in on that Reaper Speed Lab on the bumper there of Kyle Myers.
And they have really pulled away from 10th spot.
Yeah, we just saw the sparks fly as Kyle Myers scrapes that wall again with his rear right of his car. You're absolutely right. These guys are starting to pull away. You see David Robertson there is a good 10, maybe 20 car lengths back from him now. At least a good 10.
It's a whole second.
Yes, he's a whole second behind. And he's got John Jenkins who's catching up to him and David Robertson.
You got to go fast but save tires all at the same time.
Well, they're starting to go past some lap traffic now.
Yeah, no problem.
And that would be the last car in the field, McCurdy. Now one lap down.
Now David Robertson getting challenged there for his third place position by John Jenkins.
Yeah, that would be McMurphy.
Let's look in on our driver now. Take a look at his stats. We got Kyle Myers here, and he's led 7 laps of this race so far. His iRating is, this must be his alt account because his iRating is only 37.29. Yeah, Kyle A. Myers has to be the guy's alt account. I know his iRating is much, much higher than that. And he's led, like I said, he's led 8 laps of the race. A license, 3.27 safety rating. It's amazing how some of these guys, their alt accounts, the safety ratings aren't nearly as high as the regular accounts. And he started 8th, currently running in first place as our leader. His fastest lap, 23.37, and the last lap he just ran was a 24.943. So far, we've had 7 lead changes in this race.
You get about halfway on fuel right now, or a little less than halfway. Bet everybody's screaming for tires.
Go ahead, Brandon. Under your tires, bud. Go ahead.
I'm going to kind of head back now and look and see what the Phase 2 guys are doing. They were working as a team, but I tell you what, Dustin Montgomery left Mike Bruno behind. Mike Bruno's still back in 11th position. Cody Trilindy's right in front of him, rounding out the top 10. But we see Dustin Montgomery, he's moved all the way up to 6th place, guys. So Dustin Montgomery of Phase 2 is the fastest car on that team tonight. He is still moving up. He is getting ready to pass David Robertson. David Robertson dropping like a rock from his leader position that he had earlier.
Yeah, I would venture to say he has burnt his stuff up.
Well, they got about 30 more laps they can go before they have to stop.
Yeah, we're on lap.
Oh, they can go all the way to 85.
Yeah, we're on lap 50 of 110. So, I don't think we'll be seeing. The guys that went in and took tires on lap, what was it, 8 or 9, or where whenever the wreck was there earlier. I think the guys who pitted, they pitted on lap 9, I believe. The guys who pitted on lap 9, they might push it a little farther. I'm going to tell you who those are. So, Kyle Myers has original tires. He is your leader. Jonathan Dalrymple, he pitted on lap 9 as well. Now, I'm going to assume that he just took fuel and not tires, but I don't know that, okay? But here's the list of everybody that pitted on lap 9. Jonathan Dalrymple's in 2nd, pitted on 9. John Jenkins pitted on 9. Brandon Schmidt, Dustin Montgomery, Tyler Groff, Mike Bruno, Stephen Aguiar, Ronnie Joyner, Jacob Adams, Nuno Maia, Derek McMurchie, Kevin Chalk, Frank Peacock. Frank pitted on 18. Sorry, Nuno and Kevin were the last 2 that pitted on 9. I have Derek, he pitted early. I read Derek McMurchie, but he actually pitted early on 51. And Frank pitted on 18 for damage. He's multiple laps down. So yeah, you have it. You have about half of the guys in the lead lap, a little more than half, pitted on lap 9. So we may see them hold out and stay out till lap 70 or so before they go into pit. But the guys who did not pit on lap 9, they may be coming in a little early. We might start seeing them come in on about lap 60 to 65.
Nuno's running
Mike,
20th right now.
We got
What's Scotty?
Yeah, we have more competition up near the front. We have John Jenkins, who has caught 1st and 2nd place cars and is now running about 2/10 of a second off of 2nd place, and they're closing in fast on the leader.
See Nuno running last on the lead lap. That's kind of uncharacteristic of him.
Yes, it is.
Tires.
Well, here's the thing. Like, these guys up here in the front, we don't know. They might have went ahead and taken tires. I'm not sure how many we're going to get here. I haven't driven a race here myself yet, so I'm not quite sure how many tires these guys are getting at the beginning of the race. But it's very likely that it's possible the guys that went in on lap 9, they very possibly could have taken tires.
And John Jenkins has now passed Jonathan Dalrymple for second place. And Jonathan Dalrymple came back up to him, but I don't think he's going to get around him.
Even if you can go fast, you still need to save these tires at the beginning of the race because you're definitely going to need them
You're looking pretty
for
bad.
the end there.
That's right. You are going to need them.
Thank you for. Yep, you're welcome.
Pretty peaceful, pretty peaceful.
Yeah, I think I've turned over probably 500 laps at this track already this week.
Looks like Kyle Myers' car is just getting a little bit loose on exit. It's getting a little bit out of form in the middle and a little bit out of form on exit. Here as we ride on the front bumper, the nose of John Jenkins' car, number 10 car, as he is in second place, closing in on the leader.
People are pitting.
All right, here we go. Green flag pit stops seem to be underway. Let's see who's going in.
Ronnie, I'm coming.
Yeah, you are blinking pretty bad, bud.
It's like the guys at tail end are pitting.
Looks like Cody Trelindi just went into the pits. I'm going to shoot.
You's just coming out.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot over to our pit lane camera. Maybe we can catch some of the guys coming in and out of the pits. Looks like Ricky Utting's coming out. Cody Trelindi is in the pits.
I'm pitting here.
We got
And
some
Kyle
more
Myers
guys.
is fixing to pit out of the first place position.
Pitting, go high.
Under the bridge. Oh, he's locking up the brakes.
Heading.
And he's on pit road.
Looks like
Go ahead, Justin. Go.
Then we got Kyle Myers coming in. He is getting ready to load that car. Let's watch him as he puts that car into pit lane right here. He was your leader prior to pitting. So let's kind of see what he does here.
And David Robertson is pulling on the pit lane.
even Adegar went in too, second time here.
Yeah, Kyle Myers, they're putting tires on the left side now, getting ready to drop his car down. He is headed out of the pits. Back out on the track.
And we got John Jenkins in the lead. He's leading by 1.7 seconds over Dustin Montgomery.
And Smith almost hit the cones there coming in.
So
Sideways.
Kyle Myers went in before John Jenkins. So let's see if he can make the best of that early pit stop on the guy that he was in an intense battle with there for the lead. All right, here we go. John Jenkins coming off the track. He is going into the pits himself. And he hits the tire.
He hits the wall.
He hits the wall.
Hits the barrels at the end of pit road. That's so easy to do.
Oh, my goodness. We got to take another look at that one.
Who was that?
Our very own Scott Austin is on pit road. John Jenkins, he hit the barrels head on.
Yeah, you got to make that commitment right after that flag, after the
Yeah, you
there.
got to be.
He comes in. He
When
comes
you get
down.
under
We're
the
watching,
bridge, you better
we're
be
watching the
letting off
replay
and hitting the
now.
apron.
We're
He
watching.
better already be low.
Yeah, we're watching the replay now, guys. He's coming in, and
Ooh.
oh, he just takes it out. Let's watch that one more time. He just takes that barrel out.
It reminds me of Matt Kenseth did that many years ago.
Leader in the race takes out the barrels going to pit road. You know, tough luck for him and his crew, but hey, let's get caught back up with the live action here and Nuno's in first place. He's committed pretty much to the only strategy that he can commit to at this point, and that is to stay out as long as possible. He was the last car on the lead lap. He's staying out as long as possible, hoping for a caution so that he can come around, get fresh tires, and have the freshest tires on the track.
Scott Austin is back on the track in 19th position, 1 lap down.
Yeah, I can't blame Nuno. I've been there before, not running good, being one of the last cars on the lead lap, and just staying out and running my fuel dry, hoping for a caution so that I can go in, get new tires, and have, and be in better shape than some of the guys that had just pitted. And Mike Bruno slides underneath him. But Mike Bruno's already pitted. He's trying to, all these guys that are passing. But all these guys that we see passing Nuno right now, they're getting their laps back the hard way. You saw Ricky Udding go past him. The problem Nuno's got is if this doesn't play out for him and there's not a caution, this is really going to hurt him staying out so long on old tires.
Yeah, Mike, you'll end up a lap down. Is what he's going to end up doing.
Now, Colin
But
Myers
he's only got about 8 to 10 laps left, and he's going to have to pit.
Yeah, Kyle Myers is in second place, and he is on the move right now.
He pitted earlier, so he's got probably another 10, probably like 20 more laps to go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did he? Nuno did?
Move.
Yeah. So lap 90 is what I expect him, man. 90 something.
Copy.
He's about
and
9
there
seconds.
goes Scott Austin.
He's about 9 seconds or so behind Nuno, but he is on the move quick. And he is legit in second place. And in fact, when Nuno goes in, he'll be your leader. Jonathan Dalrymple right behind him. I've got those 2 cars here that we're watching here for a few minutes.
It looks like Scott Austin's the last car in the lead lap on it.
Yes, he is.
Well, one thing, he can save tires. Trying to find congestions that I don't
Stay way high for you guys.
A little bit.
He's got a 4-second lead, 4.5, almost 5 seconds.
Yeah, his lead is dwindling away really fast.
I don't think he's going to get a caution. I don't think so. We're going to be probably one and done with cautions, hopefully.
Yeah, he just lost a whole second on that lap. He lost another second.
Dude, you keep chopping me, Ronnie.
Nuno's still staying out, but Kyle Myers and Jonathan Dalrymple just passed him. So Nuno is falling back to third place, and he hasn't pitted yet. So that means he's going to go a lap down when he pits. That move was definitely not playing out for Nuno.
He should have about 9 laps left before he has to pit, so you never know. Caution could drop.
I'm going to head on back, check in with Cody Trelindi, see how he's doing. He's solid there in 6th place, just outside of the top 5.
Oops. Ronnie joining. David Robinson's getting tired of Ronnie joining, cutting his nose off, just tapping distance then.
I'm going to let you go, Anthony. Go ahead.
Well, I'm showing Ronnie Joyner behind David Robertson there.
Okay, I'm sorry. It must have been Justin Smith.
Well, if there's some paint scraping, we'll go back and check it out.
Yeah, we got one in the wall. 26 is in the wall coming out of turn 4.
That would be Kevin Chalk, the 26 car. He's running 21st place. He just ate the wall for lunch.
Thing I ate before I raced.
There we go. We got some action right here with Mike Bruno and Ronnie Joyner. Bruno closing in on Joyner. Bruno is taking a low line, trying to make a move on him coming out of the turn. Ronnie Joyner not giving it up. They're side by side coming out of turn 4. And it looks like Bruno's going to get past him. There we go. Mike Bruno just gets past Ronnie Joyner.
And Johnny Butler's is going to follow him through on the low line.
Yeah, looks like it.
That's what you call getting freight trained on the outside right there.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, let's take a look at our top 10. We got Kyle Myers in the lead, Jonathan Dalrymple in 2nd, Tyler Goff 3rd, Brandon Schmidt 4th, Justin Smith is 5th, Kyle Trindley's...
we got a crash.
Where at? There we go. There we go.
15 and 17. That would be Ronnie Joyner and Jared Carr.
Let's go back
What
and
you want
take
me
a
to do when
look.
you're coming all the way up, Lee?
And did Nuno stay out? Was he able to get his caution? Yes, he
You
was.
just drive like an ass. That's your problem.
It looks like it barely paid off for him then. Good strategy by Nuno. I was starting to doubt it. We were getting awfully close, but looks like his strategy paid off.
Looks like Jerry just came up a little bit.
Yeah, we're about to check it out right now.
Yeah, he wasn't clear, and he tried to go over to the high line.
Yeah, he goes underneath him. Ronnie Joyner holds his line. Oh, yeah. That was all in the 17. Ronnie Joyner just drives through him. Sends him spinning. But I don't know, as long as there wasn't any real damage on the initial contact, I'm not sure either car had a lot of damage there. I mean, here's where the contact happens. I kind of froze it there. Let's skip to rear chase, a far chase. That's usually a good way to see this here on our far chase camera up above the cars. Yep, the 17 just starts drifting up here. And Ronnie's pretty much holding steady on his line.
Yeah, 17 wasn't cleared, and he tried to clear himself, it looked like to me.
Yeah, he cleared himself into the wall.
Right.
I'm not sure how much damage Ronnie's car got. And the 17 went into the wall sideways there a bit, so he probably has some engine damage. But I'll tell you what, nobody else got caught up in it because amazingly, the 17 spun right around back, facing the track and just headed on out. He's in the pits right now. There we see the 17 car hanging out in the pits. There, he's coming out now.
He's got no race etiquette, Ronnie. That's all. No race etiquette at all.
That was Jared's fault.
Yeah, that's hilarious. We just went back and watched it, and,
Yes,
and
I
the,
did, dude. I mean,
the
I was completely
17's the
against
one
it, but
calling
no, I
out
gotta do
Ronnie
it. So you
Joyner,
got
but
loose and caught
he's the
car,
one
so
that
you got
actually
him.
caused it.
Never got loose at all. I held my line, and then you just decided to run me off the edge of the car.
No, I don't
And
think
you ran
so.
into
Hold
the
on.
side of me.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen watching the broadcast, this is why you never get on the
Ronnie
radio
did the same thing,
and
dude. I was
place
2/10
blame.
lap faster than you, and you're chopping the nose.
Yeah,
and
okay.
you're slow as shit
Classic
in the middle of the corner. I
toxicity.
mean, and then you pinch the crap out of me. I mean, dude, you've done it to Joshua
Classic
too. For Justin. You did the
toxicity.
same thing to Justin. I watched it for like 5 laps.
Let's watch this again. David Robertson's ganging up.
Whatever, David.
Classic
I was clearing a lap
toxicity
car for you,
on the radio.
and
It's
you didn't let
very
me clear a lap
clear
car, and let
that the
you go too.
17 car is the one who caused this. Let's look at it again. Very clear. 17 car blames Ronnie Joyner. David Robertson jumps in. All kind of toxicity. And nobody's watched the replay, but we're broadcasting. And the 17 car is the one that comes up into him. I'm laughing because this happens all the time. I've been the brand.
Yeah, and then he wants to blame the other person because he didn't let him in or give him room or there's nothing that says you got a lift for a car that's trying to pass you.
Well, but he wasn't even pinching. Like, here's the thing.
No, he wasn't. He was holding his line against the wall, and Jared just come up and tried to clear himself in.
Oh yeah, Ronnie Joyner was not even pinching him down or nothing. That's hilarious.
No, and then David Robertson has to chime in, and he didn't even see what happened. He has no idea.
Oh my goodness, I'm not going to down any one person. Like Robertson just did it, piled in when he wasn't even involved in it, didn't know what was going on, and the 17 car blames the other guy. The other guy stays cool about it and blames the other guy when it was really him, and then everybody piles on the guy that didn't even cause it. I'm telling you,
right?
Like,
yeah,
I'm bringing
that's how
this,
it goes.
Yeah, I'm bringing this up in this broadcast tonight, not because I'm wanting to pile on, say, David Robertson or the other 17 cars.
No, we're
It's
not finding
that.
fault with nobody.
Well, I'm finding fault with that wreck, but I'm finding
yeah,
fault with them doing it. But I'm not
and the
trying
blame.
to. But I'm not trying to. I want to be clear. I'm not trying to pile onto them personally. But what I'm saying is, this kind of stuff happens all the time in iRacing, and it happens to me. I'll never forget. Like, we were at Vegas here a while back, and this guy named David Shampoo or Shamu or whatever, he gets wrecked by like 4 feet of net code. It wasn't even my fault. I wasn't even close enough to him to wreck him. But, I mean, we were side by side, but we were like 4 feet in between us. All kind of net code. I win the race. He gets wrecked. He gets mad and starts yelling on the radio. Says, "Hey, nice." Somebody said, "Nice win, Mike." And he said something like, "Yeah, you got to steal your wins by wrecking people," and started trash talking me. And then he just leaves. He doesn't even hang out to look at it. I'm like, "I'll look at it with you," And then I went and looked at it after the race, and it was like 4 feet of net code. I didn't do anything wrong. And then, so now we're in a race. I mean, he's in a race with me like a few months later, is like last week or the week before. And me and this other guy get into it, and the other guy blames me. And I went back and watched the replay after the race. Same thing as here. It wasn't my fault. The other guy, cuts me off and hits me. And this guy, Dan Shampoo or Shamu or whatever, there
goes a wreck. We got a mean race going on back here in the back. Another
Ronnie
guy
Joyner just went around. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he got against Scott Austin.
Let's go check in with Scott.
Coming out of the corner, Scott Austin was well within his rights to hold his line, and Ronnie Joyner just
Well, anyway,
lost control.
yeah, I will go back and look at that since we're on caution again. We'll go back and check that out. But what I want to say is that so Dan Shampoo gets involved with something that didn't even involve him. The other guy is a hot-tempered guy, gets on the radio, starts yelling at me, and all of a sudden Dan Shampoo or Shamu that didn't even see it starts yelling about me from what happened back in Vegas 2 months ago, saying I always do this and I always do that. And again, nobody goes back and looks at it. It's just the iRacing radio is a toxic dumpster fire. And I stay off of it. A lot of times guys anymore are like, Mike, why don't you talk? Why didn't you say anything? It's because I just don't want to deal with this foolishness, the toxicity on the radio. I'm better than that. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff.
Scott almost hit the wall. He came down a little bit and got into that code to Ronnie.
That's my rant for the night at the broadcast booth. I'm just saying.
How
Hey, and we did a video that me and Tommy Gossett and Tracy and Robert and everybody talked about this here in a recent podcast, like a week. That wasn't this past Sunday before. I put a short up, and it's just called iRacing Radio, a toxic dumpster fire. Go check that out. We talk about.
If you weren't talking so much, I would have told you. Watch the guys racing for 10th place. It was getting exciting just then.
Well, we're going back and watching it right now. They're under caution. It's going to take 2 or 3 minutes for the caution. We're going back right now, rewinding and watching it all. Not a problem, Robert.
All right.
I need to finish my tirade before.
Yeah, I was going to say, go to left. Go to 10th position here.
We're looking at it right now, following the replay to see what exactly happened. Scott Austin goes up above Ronnie Joyner here. Here as we watch this replay. All right, Ronnie gets a little wiggly.
Watch the line that Austin takes coming off of it here.
Yeah, Scott goes high on this one.
Yeah, but he looks like he's getting ready to hit the wall. He thought he pulled it down a little soon.
Whoa!
You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's go look.
It was net cut. Whatever.
Yeah, let's look in from Ronnie Joyner's car here. Let's see here. So he comes up, gets a little loose. It looks like the 16's right. The 16 actually gets into his bumper just a hair there before the turn. Ronnie's struggling there a bit. He comes
Scott
up.
moved away from the wall a little bit and got him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was some net code in the racing deal. If it wasn't for the net code, I don't know if they actually would have hit. Maybe. I don't know. No, I'll tell you what, Scott Austin, I think he held his line. He was just like, half a car width or so away from the wall on the top. He held his line pretty straight. I'm looking at it right now. Everybody at home looking at it that's watching the broadcast.
People don't like me to review teammate stuff because I always blame them. They're always fault. Teammates are always at fault.
Scott Austin could have been a little higher. He could have been half a car width higher, maybe. But he didn't exit. He didn't try to pinch him down, I don't think. Ronnie Joyner kind of sees it.
I was just watching the move as he come off the wall there. He came back a little bit.
Ronnie Joyner sees it. Let's go to Ronnie Joyner's cockpit. He sees it, and I think he jerks his wheel to the left. It's either that or net code, one of the two. Yeah, maybe it was net code. I don't even know if they would have touched if it hadn't been for the net code. Now we see Ronnie Joyner's car as we go back live, sitting there in the pit road. And let's head back out on the track and catch up with the guys on the track. Continuing to pace here, lap 97.
Yeah, you're right. Ronnie, Scott did hold his line.
Yeah. Scott held his line completely. Ronnie came up into him. That one was, but it was kind of a racing deal. He barely got to him. And like I said, if it wasn't for the net code, I don't know that there would have been a wreck. That wreck, I think, was mostly contributed to the net code.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
I just don't want to show favoritism. So any of our guys getting a wreck, it's always their fault.
I bet Scott Austin would disagree with that.
Probably will. Well, he might come back on this after the race is over with.
So we're getting ready to restart here, ain't we?
These guys are fighting now. They got good tires and everybody. You only got 2 laps left.
Pretty exciting. 13 laps left.
They're going to be going.
That's why they say cautions breed cautions.
I think if Scott didn't have Nuno in front of me, he would have passed him by now. They're fighting pretty good back here in 13th place. You're going to have to get below. Oh, there you go. There's a move you can make. Got to get below Nuno if you can. It's the opportunity. Good.
Look at these guys coming. Let's head out into blimp mode, get a view of the whole pack here. Heading out to the leaders. Scott Austin's moved up to 13th place now.
He just passed those guys. He's right before. I think Nuno's got him.
Yeah, Stephen Aguiar is behind Scott Austin there. He's
Yeah, I
fast.
made this motherfucker too tight. Oh,
Whoa!
Oh, they're wrecking.
Whoa, Nuno!
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me, Nuno.
was that David Robertson?
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back right now and take a look at that.
Oh, we got to see that one. According to David Robertson, it was Nuno's fault.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, it was Nuno. It was Nuno.
Oh, yeah, Nuno bounced off the wall, come down, and slapped him in the side.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Let's take another
Yeah, that
look at it.
that wall does not grab you at this track. It throws you at this track.
Oh, yeah. Let's take another look at it.
Nuno was just trying to stay off the wall and turned it a little bit to the left more than he wanted to.
Well, he actually tapped the wall.
I don't think the wall's what did it. He tapped the wall, but I think he was just loose, and his car got grip and shot him down. I don't think the wall's what sent him down. I'm looking at it right now, kind of pausing as I go. It looks like he was. Nah, maybe I don't know. And the wall might have shot him down.
I think he was getting ready to hit the wall and jerked it to the left, and put a wheel to the left.
Yeah, there was no contact with the wall there. If there was, it was minor. Let me pop over to the left or to the right side there, and see. Right, let's go to the right rear suspension there. Let's go to the left rear suspension of. We're on David Roberts. So let's go over to Nuno, and let's go to the right rear. Yeah, I'm seeing inside the wall. I don't know. He might have been into the wall. It's hard to say. Looking at it from the chase view there.
maybe get caught speed.
I don't know.
I think he was getting ready to hit the wall and moved it to the left a little bit.
Because if he would have hit the wall, there would have been like sparks, sparks flying, and there was none.
There you go.
He was going to hit the wall, and he corrected it and come down and hit Robertson. Oh yeah.
No, that's my mom tells me every day.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Nuno was going to hit the wall, corrected just a hair. But the thing is, Robertson was right there, guys. I'm looking at this again.
Mike, I think you forgot to talk.
When Nuno corrected, there was really no space because David Robertson was right there beside him. I mean, he had every right to be. I'm not saying that David did anything wrong. I'm just saying that like Nuno gets close to hitting that wall, and he's got nowhere to go because Robertson exits right close to him.
How are you not in the same
Robert,
distance?
I'm looking at it now. Robertson gave him about 3-4 feet of space, but when he corrects, he comes down and gets him.
No, Mikey wants to see my button. I said no. So I'm mad at him.
Well, you can only
I'm going
imagine
back
what it's like
live
over here.
Oh, trust me, my rib's been hurting for 2 days.
Let's get a word for the sponsor of this race. We got two sponsors for these races. And let's go ahead and take a break just for a word from them guys. First off, we want to thank Alien Factory Podcast every Sunday night, 10 p.m. on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Area51 Alien Factory. It's also where you find these live broadcasts on Monday nights of the High Strength of Field race at 8 p.m. for Be Open. Also, these races are brought to you by Tommy Gossett Racing, partnering up with Tommy Gossett on our medias. He's advertising for us over on his Twitch channel, and he's also sponsoring these races here for us. Working together with us for some co-sponsoring here on these Monday night live broadcasts. Go check out T Gossett Racing on Facebook, Twitch, and also on YouTube. All three, T Gossett Racing. And again, check out our podcast Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here with the crew at Area 51. Awesome, cool podcast. We have special guests each and every week. Come check those out, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Area 51 Alien Factory.
If he's sponsoring us, do we get money?
No. We got a co-promotion deal. He's promoting people to come. He's got he's putting our YouTube channel stuff in the description, his videos and stuff. He's sending people over our way too. We're sending people his way. We're just trying to grow. He's trying to grow his channels. We're trying to grow ours. We're just trying to help each other grow together. So you guys, if you like,
We got some money coming. I want to see some.
There you go. No, guys, if you're watching this video and you want to help us out, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get notified each and every time we go live for things,
All right,
including
great.
things like this broadcast. And also, as we go green here, there we go, Kyle Myers getting a little bit of a head start here as we go green with only 5 laps to go. But if you really want to help us out and you like the video, share the ones you like. If you like our video on the iRacing Radio being a toxic dumpster fire, go share that one. Share it on Facebook.
Oh, Stephen
Twitter.
Aguiar's going around.
Oh,
He
my
gets
goodness.
into Scott Austin.
Oh my!
No, that wasn't Scott Austin. Who did he get into? Ricky Utting?
I don't know. The Scott Austin has moved up a little bit after that. I don't want to go back and look. Okay, we'll go back and look. There's a caution being thrown. Let's head back right now and check it out.
Yeah, that's
Stephen
a nice
Aguiar
miss,
got
26.
loose
I
coming
just
out of the
followed you
corner
through
there.
that.
He was driving in hard. Oh,
Yeah, he was driving hard.
into Ricky U.
He gets into the 46.
Fucking looped it.
He was driving in that thing hard. You got to watch that on these cold tires and stuff.
Yeah, we're heading back right now. Let's watch and see what happens here.
He went in that corner real hot.
All right, here we go. Let's go up and see if we can get from the TV view here, TV1 camera. He goes in hot, coming out. He gets a
He
little
took
loose.
out David Robertson.
Oh my goodness, David Robertson in another one. He's getting no luck tonight.
No luck at all.
No luck for David Robertson tonight. Wow. The last 2 have not been his fault. Nuno got him, and it looks like Stephen Aguiar gets him right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know
yeah.
how that feels. That's just horrible. Get caught up in 2 wrecks in one race.
Yeah, Stephen Aguiar just gets loose on fresh tires. That's all. Not
Well, he
on
was
purpose.
driving it awful hard through that corner.
Yeah,
He was trying to get to the front.
Yep. Yeah, there you have it. 2 more wrecked race cars. Aguiar's got a lot of damage. His whole front's missing. He can't even get turned around. Jeez. Well, too bad for Aguiar. I say he didn't do it on purpose. He was just driving real hard, got loose on old tires, took out Robertson. So 2 more top cars out in this race. And we've only got 3 laps to go. Let's catch back up with the live live broadcast.
That's what happens when you just got so many, not too many laps left. You got to go for everything. You got to go. And as people will say, well, that's just racing.
Well, it looks like Kyle Myers went in and took tires. Everybody must have. Kyle comes out. He's still in first place. Jonathan Dalrymple in second. Justin R. Smith in third. Brandon Schmidt in fourth. And Cody Trelindi rounds out your top 5. Then we got some guys that you might recognize there going for rounding out the top 10. 6th place, Tyler Groff. 7th place, Johnny Baldridge. 8th place, Mike T. Bruno. 9th place, Anthony Federico. And in 10th place is another Phase 2 guy, and that is Dustin Montgomery. Montgomery was ahead of Bruno early in the race, but Mike Bruno has turned things around. They're the 3 car in 8th place. And then we have our very own Scott Austin just outside of the top 10. He is the 18 car in 11th. Not a bad showing for him being the 18 car running 11th place. But I would like to see our Area 51 driver be able to sneak into the top 10 here in the last few laps of the race. And guys, this is going to be a green-white checker, which means it's going to be a little nuts. Do you guys think this is going to be the only one, or you think we're going to get another one?
Definitely another one.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have plenty.
Surprised I didn't hear no more tipper flying out that. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Well-
I don't think DW said a word.
Well, maybe somebody's watching this broadcast and and heard us talking about all the ridiculous stuff on the radio and piling on and jumping on people when nobody even actually saw what happened. I'm going to tell you, no matter what you think you see happens, as a driver personally, I used to have a hot temper, Scott, and I used to kind of, I mean, I don't have a super hot temper in real life, but on the track,
No,
I used to get-
you never had a hot temper, did you?
on the radio a little bit. I mean, not in real life, but on the radio, on driving the car, I was getting fast and we had good sets and somebody wrecked me and I'd get mad and I'd call them out on the radio and tell them that, why'd you wreck me? Why'd you do this or that? And there was times.
We remember those days.
Yeah, well, there was times where I'd go back and watch it, and they really didn't do anything. Other times they really did. Point I'm trying to make is no matter how clearly you think you saw what happened, when you're in that race car, in that cockpit, you really don't know what happened on the track. So it's
Right.
best for everybody just to chill out and say, hey, let's take a look at after the race. I kind of want to see what happened. And ask somebody
Unless
to
you
stay
get
behind.
intentionally sprung like me and you did at Talladega.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Yeah, we're not going to bring that
That's
up.
something to get a little mad about.
But I mean, I think that that's fair. To just say, hey, man, it looks like you did something. Let's look at after the race, see what happened, and hash it out
He
after the race.
apologized to you, but he never said a word to Scott.
No, never said a word.
Yeah, I usually don't apologize during a race anymore because A, I don't know what happened for sure after I watch it, and B, half the time when somebody apologizes, not just me, anybody, people jump on them and say, well, that's not okay.
And we're green.
There we go. We're green, white, checkered. Kyle Myers there leading the race. As we head into the turn here, everybody's fighting hard. Let's see if he can pass the start-finish line without a yellow. Dustin Montgomery pushing hard on Scott Austin. Scott Austin has worked his way into the top 10. This may be the end of the race. Let's see if Kyle Myers can get past the start-finish line. He does. White flag is out. This is it. We're going to have a finish.
It's not a hard race, and you got a blanker in front of you like Scott has right now.
Yeah, that is tough. You just got to
somebody's
trust
into
that
the wall
he's
there.
still there.
And let's zoom in. We'll zoom in on Kyle Myers' car. Looks like he's going to take the win here at the Street the Field race in Dover. And there we go. The checkered flag drops. Your winner of the race in the custom 18 car, Kyle Myers, racing for Reaper Speed Labs.
Once again, guys.
Scott Austin places ninth. Good,
Yeah,
good
there we
placement
go.
by Scott Austin.
We got an Area 51 car in the top
Good
10.
win, Kyle.
Good win.
Car number
Yeah, nice
18
win.
finished ninth.
First
He's
time
got
I've
some
ever
points.
had a meatball thrown for a flat tire.
Yeah, that was a good race.
We got
Good
guys
one,
now
Kyle.
coming into pit lane. And as we do, I'm going to go ahead and throw up our official, unofficial.
Throw up.
I'm going to throw up our official, unofficial results here. The official results don't come out until every car's across the start finish line, and iRacing does all their processing and number crunching, and a few minutes later iRacing puts out the official results. But right here, you get the results first, right here at Area 51 Alien Factory in this live broadcast if you're watching. And here's what we got as our results for our top 10. I'm just going to go ahead and run them down right now. First place, Kyle Myers. Second place, Jonathan Dalrymple. Third, Justin R. Smith. Fourth place is Brandon Schmidt. Fifth place, Cody Trelindi, which is our overall points leader this season for B Open, Xfinity Open Series. He's the overall points leader. He finished fifth, so you got a top 5 finish driving for Ryko. In sixth place, Tyler Groff. Seventh place, Johnny Baldridge. Eighth place, Anthony Frederico. Ninth place in the top 10 there, our very own Scott Austin. And it looks like the 3-car Mike Bruno rounded out the top 10 there in 10th place. And, phase 2, Mike Bruno was the top finisher there, as I can see in phase 2. He finished ahead of his teammate Dustin Montgomery. And then as we saw there towards the end of the race, Stephen Aguiar's car got wrecked out there for phase 2. So, Scott Austin, man, the only Area 51 guy in this race. The rest of us are here broadcasting.
He's in the room right now.
Yeah, the rest of us were here broadcasting. So it's good to see Area 51. We come in ahead of everyone on the phase 2 team. So great race there, Mr. Scott Austin. We got you in here for an interview. How'd that race go? And man, that was some tight stuff. You struggled a bit, but you worked your way back up to 9th place, man.
Yeah, the Alien Factory Chevy was pretty fast. I was really happy with the car. It was really fast. I just had some bad pit strategy there early at the beginning, and that kind of put me back on old tires, and just had to claw my way back from that. But I was pretty happy there with the way it was going the second half of the race. I just needed more laps to get up there further.
Scott, I was all for blaming you on that wreck with you and Ronnie, but I was pointed out that you held your line there. And Ronnie just came up a little bit and was squeezed a little bit by the guy underneath him.
Yeah, I felt like I was close enough to the wall. I forgot to look at the replay on it, but yeah, I felt like I was close enough to the wall.
You held your line.
Yeah, you was fine.
But I was fast point. Hey, it had to be Scott. It had to be Scott. But one of our guys that had to be.
Yeah,
his fault.
you know, Robert is always blaming us for everything.
Everything. You never want me to review anything.
So how was it out there on the track in the first race of Dover?
Pretty fun.
Does
Pretty
the car
fun.
work tight, loose? Did you do any pit strategies there? Change anything?
Well, my pit strategies were bad. I stayed out on that first caution, and there were a lot of guys that pitted and got tires and went around me. But so yeah, just that hurt me. But the car was good. Stayed balanced the whole run. So I'm pretty happy once again.
Yeah, it makes me think we're gonna have a pretty good week.
Is that the winner?
Area 51. Yeah, I'm trying to get the winner. I just sent him a message.
He's here. He's here.
He's here. All right, man. Kyle Myers, the winner of the race tonight. He's
Hey,
popped in the
congratulations,
Discord.
Kyle.
Yeah, congratulations, man. How was the race for you tonight?
It was good. Pretty much screwed up qualifying there, and then brought back the same car as we did in January, and little tweaks on it, and it was still good.
Well, I saw you. I saw you working your way up. Yeah, where you started back a little ways, and you. I mean, we were watching. David Robertson jumped out to a bit of a lead there, and you were charging strong up through the field. You caught him, and once you passed him, really, you didn't look back, man. You led a lot of laps in this race. You guys really put something good together this week.
Yeah, like I said, it was hardly any work, honestly. It was, like I said, our pro car last year, and we brought it in January and ran it again now.
Well, guys, if you guys are wondering who we got on here in the Discord talking, if you don't recognize his voice, you can't see his name here, but it's the winner of the race, Kyle Myers. Kyle races there at Reaper Speed Labs for them. And that Reaper Speed Lab car that we watched so much of the time during this race tonight, is he led so many laps in the race, ended up getting the checkered flag and winning the race tonight, did a great job. And, Kyle, something else that we realized, wanted to talk to you about a few things while we got you here for this interview. One is we were going over our weekly roundup last night in the podcast over Talladega, and you were the top point getter last week in Be Open. I'm going to tell you something. You had more points last week than I have ever seen in a week. 309 points. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody break 300 championship points in a week, man. What race did you get that in? And what was the strength of field in that race, man?
Honestly, it was probably the SOF. I think we won that. It was me, Chris Hill, Caden Honeycutt, and there was somebody else with us. I think it might have been Jared Crawford. Pretty sure it was.
Friday night? That's a Friday night,
right? Chris Hill and Caden Honeycutt, they were 2 and 3 in the points last week. So it was probably all in the same. I didn't know if they had won a separate race or if they got them all in the same race as you.
Usually we ran them all, but I think the SOF, I think that had to have been it because, we ended up just on pit strategy, and then Chris had that thing dialed in last week, and I think we won it by like 21 seconds or something, the four of us.
I'll tell you what, in Talladega, that works great. Last time we were at a plate track, it was Daytona. The strategy works great. Like you're saying, you guys pit together. So you pit early or late, whatever everybody else isn't doing. I'm assuming, because I know Chris Hill, I used to race with him some when we were both at Rocket Racing like a couple years ago together, and he likes to pit for early if he can.
I'm not mistaken. I think it's lap 28 you pitted.
Yeah, so y'all go in together, like 4 of you together early, and then everybody lines up nose to tail. Nobody goes side by side, and you guys can just haul down through there, drafting with each other, and you can be faster than the lead pack doing that. And so that's a great strategy. It pays off. We've done it before, but here's a problem I got into last time we were at a restrictor plate track. So all the guys that didn't have much of a clue, they saw guys doing that, and they're like, let's go pit early. So some of us pit early. They go in with us thinking that pitting early is what made you win the race. And then I started telling guys, hey, if guys go in early, let's stay out. The point is, what wins the race is pitting together and then coming out in a pack and nobody running side by side and being nose to tail with a good set. I mean, that's what wins races at plate tracks.
Yeah, there was a bunch of that, and then Chris is just a hell of a pusher. I mean, I think against the pack, we were half second a lap faster at the end. So
I believe it.
And then We also set the world record last week.
Do what? Now tell us about that. Do what? What now?
So I don't remember what the record was, but we ran a 48.7. Like we all ran 48.7s or something like that. So we set the world record too.
Man, how many of you were in the pack? 4 or 5 of you racing?
I think
running?
there was 4 or 5 of us on that one.
So I've heard, so like I know that anytime anybody at Ryko sets a world record, like Kim Byron posts it everywhere. I mean, like he'll go out and spray paint on the billboard downtown if he could. And he just does. And so I've seen that a few times. So when you guys put up a world, I know Chris Hill's put a few of them up before. When you guys put up a world record, like how is that tracked? How is it substantiated? And like how do you get credit for it? Like I've never done it, obviously, and I've never been part of the process. So I'm sure people out there are curious. So anybody who's still watching the broadcast, I'm sure they would love to hear about it.
I'll be honest, I don't even know where to look at it. I know they had just told us, Chris told us, that it was the record. But looking now, like on the iRacing screen, if you go into records, or if you go into results and stats, it's in there. I'm doing this as I'm telling you about it.
I'm assuming that's on the old website, right?
Yes. I don't know. I don't use the new stuff there.
Thank you. Either do I.
Yeah, we won't turn this interview into debate on the old new because Kyle, I started iRacing into April 2020, and so I never used the website. Like I tried a couple times, and I just liked the UI better. It looked more like a modern app, like on a phone or like on your computer, or whatever. And I just learned how to use it, and I just never did use the website much. But I use the website for looking up statistics and stuff like you're talking about. And I don't think that's ever going to go away. I mean, I think iRacing is trying to push all the race registration and like all that functionality to the UI. But I mean, I don't think the website, the member website's ever going to completely go away. I mean, you can look up so much past history and all these stats. Excuse me, all these stats and stuff on there that you can't look up anywhere else.
Yeah. I guess it's not. The world record.
I got Brandon Land as it, and you were in second.
Yeah, that's right.
So Kyle, let me ask you this. We kind of finished wrap up this interview, and I want to end the broadcast here in a couple of minutes. But you've got the fastest car out there this week. You gonna let other people win any races? You gonna race a bunch this week? You're just gonna kind of chill and do your own thing. Do I stand a chance of winning any?
I probably won't run any the rest of the week. I was just gonna run the SOF to see how the set still was, and I think from here it's just focus on Road to Pro for Thursday.
How you doing in Road to Pro? How's that going for you?
Pretty decent. I think we're sitting 31st right now.
Nice. And when do they make the top 70 cut? That's coming up soon, isn't it?
So we'll run Dover, and then Kansas, and then Charlotte, and then the top 70 go into round 2. So we're sitting 24th, I guess, with our drop right now.
24th you drop. Okay.
Found where Tommy Gossett's at too, isn't it?
Yeah, Tommy was in 26th with his drop, he told me. So let me ask you this. So once they cut the tops, they do the top 70 cut. And then the top 70 race for the top 20. So when they do that, do the points start over or they continue? Like does round 2 and 1 have a point carryover or they wipe it clean?
Nah, I think they wipe it clean. This is actually my first year actually going for it. Just being on Legacy, it kind of I joined Legacy last year and ran I think a few of the last races, but I would have had to have won like 2 of the last 3 races or something like that. So I went in with a long shot, didn't end up making it. They talked me back. Chris talked me back into running it this year just for fun, and here we are with 3 races left, sitting 24th with a drop. So. But I think they restart in round 2, and then top 20 make it on the pro.
All right. So as last question I got for you is just the general thought of you've won the SOF this week, you won it last week, you're on a roll, man. What do you guys got cooking for next week? I know you're involved with there at Reaper, and you guys are always building sets and you're selling them on your guys' website. You might want to give that a plug. And also, what do you guys got cooking for next week? How's things going with next week's set?
Well, see, actually, like, I'm not a part of the, like, Reaper stuff. I just have it on the car to, advertise. Boyd does most of that along with I believe maybe Jared does some of it. I don't know, but Boyd takes over most of the Reaper stuff. So it's actually like there's Reaper and then there's Legacy. But for next, I don't even know where we are next week. To be real honest with you, what is it? Kansas? Is it Kansas?
I think so. Yeah.
You're
I
right.
have no idea. It is, Robert.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right.
I'm sure we'll be fine at Kansas too, because that's our Road to Pro off week.
No,
so.
it's Darlington. It's Darlington next week.
Oh, yeah, we'll be
I love Darlington. Yeah, we're good at Darlington.
That's gonna be
too.
nice.
Well,
We'll be fine there.
But the thing that people don't realize much, and I don't want to kind of kill setup shops by saying this because I'm not trying to, but like, and I'm sure it's the same with you guys over there on Legacy as it is with us. Like once you got a good solid base from a previous season at a track, I mean, unless there's a major change in iRacing, like they change a tire model, they change a car, like a chassis, or they do some kind of significant change to the track, like add a grip strip somewhere or like something. Unless something major changes, I mean, really, if you had a rock solid set the last time, it carries over this time. And I know you guys at Legacy, you probably got tons of stuff to work off of when you start each week.
Yeah, that, and I mean, as many builders that's over there, and just having such a big part and so many drivers in pro last year. That's where a lot of the bases come off of.
How many drivers you guys have in pro last year?
That was whenever I came back after a hiatus, but there was Caden, Parker Retzloff, Casey Tucker, Anthony Burrows, Brandon McKissick. So there was quite a few.
So
and right now, actually, I think we have 10 or 11 of us in the top 70 in Road to Pro.
So I'm well, that's pretty good. That's a lot of guys in the top 70. Jeez. I mean, that right there just shows the strength of your guys' team. I mean, that's awesome. So I lied. I got another question because I know that's on everybody's mind. It's always on my mind when I'm racing. I've been just like you have before. I've been leading races. Obviously, ones you're not in here at Dover. But I've been leading, I've been in the leading races and had a decent lead or even a small lead. And it's the last few laps of the race. I know you probably know what I'm about to ask, but all of a sudden, boom, the caution comes out. And you're like, oh my. So what was going through your mind? I can just imagine what was going through your mind whenever you had the win pretty much locked in and all of a sudden there's a caution.
Yeah, I mean, when the caution come out, I kind of figured it was coming out, but then I blew pit road, put Dalrymple back in front of me. So I knew I had to get back around him pretty fast. So it was kind of running him pretty tight. And then once I figured I got around him, I knew I had to get around him fast because I knew they were going to keep wrecking. So.
Well, you almost didn't make it to the start finish line there on that green white checkered. There was some pretty crazy activity happening back there, but you made it. I said, is he going to make it? And when you cross the start finish line, there it is. The race is wrapped up. There's a green flag lap. Doesn't matter if the whole field wrecks now. It's going to end. So yeah, I wasn't sure if we were taking bets over here how many green white checkers there would be, and everybody was betting that there was going to be multiple ones. But
I thought there could be another one.
I did too. But yeah, no, man, you guys you pulled it out, and man, good win tonight. That was awesome. Any final words?
Just thanks to the guys over at Legacy. And Boyd, he threw this one kind of together kind of quick. I sent him what I had. He sent it back. And we went from there. Dalrymple for running me clean. And you guys for broadcasting it, I guess.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. We enjoy broadcasting, appreciate it, and I just, if guys keep watching, I know that you and some other guys has, told us how much you appreciate it, and like as long as I'm sick and healthy, and the rest of us, and we're good to go. I was sick last week, but and I lost my voice completely. I'm about 80% now, but yeah, as long as we're sick and or not sick, as long as we're not sick and we're healthy, yeah, we enjoy doing them. And then a lot of times I'll race the 10 o'clock after the 8 or whatever later myself. But yeah, no, appreciate it, man. Good win. There you go. There you guys go. There we have it. As we start to close out this broadcast, we have your winner of the race, Kyle Myers. He had a lot of things to say, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these interviews. We'll keep doing them as well. Kyle's invited here to our broadcast booth, so anytime he wins, he can hop in. We'll do an interview with him, and anybody else that's in the race and these strength of field races, I'll give you a link. You can hop into the Discord, or maybe we can work it out where we go over and do them in the unofficial, official Be Open Discord that Nuno runs. We might be able to do them over there, but we'll keep doing those for you guys, and we appreciate you watching this high strength of field broadcast here at Area 51 Alien Factory. I'd like to thank thank my broadcast partners tonight, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Robert Cook. Thank you, brother, for being with us on this one.
Oh, good. So I was going to say, Kyle made it pretty boring last week to watch. A good thing we didn't broadcast it because it was pretty boring. after they got the lead, it was over with. It was.
Well, good luck to you guys if y'all run this week. We'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you, Kyle. And
Thank you.
Scooter Scotty Stevens, thank you for being with us here for this broadcast, man. Appreciate that. Any final thoughts you got on the broadcast tonight? Looks like Scotty's not with us.
What were you talking to me? I only caught the last half of that.
I was just saying, thanks for being with us for this broadcast. We're closing out. Any final thoughts on tonight's race?
I thought it was a good race. It was a good battle there.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, there you have it from Scooter. You heard from all of us here. And Scott Austin, our Area 51 driver that beat Phase 2 tonight. Got to rub that in. Love you, Stephen Aguiar over there, our buddy. But we just got to give props to Scott Austin pulling Area 51 ahead of Phase 2 tonight. A little bit of friendly competition. And so, Scott Austin, man, good race and good showing there for Area 51.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for broadcasting.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. So, guys, if you have not done so yet and you're still with us and you like what we're doing, go down below this video and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Helps our channel grow. It's much appreciated. And if you want to get notified anytime that we put up new content, whether it's the live broadcast of race, live streaming when I'm racing, or the great on-demand content that we have in our podcasts every Sunday, all kind of great content going up each and every week. If you want to get notified anytime we put that content up, just hit that bell icon. That'd be great. Much appreciated. Down in the description below for you guys, we have some affiliate links. We have some links to some websites that you guys can go and get some free setups if you're looking to get some bases to build off of and some stable sets to start getting your safety rating up and stuff. If you're new to iRacing, there's some links down there to some great stable base sets that you can get and run. And so check out those links down below. And also there's some discount codes down there. If you're going to go purchase some setups, you can save yourself some money. So get down and check out all the goodies down in the description below. That's all down there for you guys. And so if share this broadcast if you liked it, and share all of our videos that you like. And that's what helps us the most. If you want to help us out, that helps us more than anything, is the videos that you like and you watch, you say, hey, I like that. Give us a thumbs up. And when you're done, say, hey, I want to go and share that video. That helps us more than anything. Gets these videos in front of as many eyes as possible in the community. That is always appreciated. So for Mike Howerton, that's me, and the rest of us here in the Area 51 broadcast booth. Hope you enjoyed the race tonight. And as always, we will see you in the next one.